Hi, my name is Hannah Chappell-Dick, and I'm a senior cross-country and track and field student athlete at Eastern Mennonite University. I'm a biology major with minors in coaching, exercise science, and honors. Yeah, so I was an All-American in track last year, which has been a huge goal that I've had for a long time. And crossing the finish line indoor when I got second in the mile, I felt so much at peace because I realized that I'd worked really hard for that, and it was really a wonderful feeling. But more than that, standing on the podium with the other girls around me, just feeling like such camaraderie with people from other teams even. And then as soon as I stepped off the podium, my goals got higher and I had something else I wanted to shoot for. Your goals are always going to be higher, and so it's really the pursuit of those goals that's the gift in running. It's not the reaching the goals themselves, but rather the pursuit of them that I really love. Well, this is the first year that I've been able to have a full summer of training under my belt, which has made a huge difference. My sophomore year, I was only able to average about 20 miles a week due to injuries. And then junior year, I was kind of building back up and averaged about 30 miles a week. So this year, I've made the jump up to 50, which has made a huge difference. Kat is my training partner, and we run almost every mile together, which is great for both of us. One of the reasons that I'm able to be so successful is that I have seen the other side. Some of the injuries that I've had have been really, really hard to get through, and I think that anyone who's an athlete has been to that point when you're just so low, and you have to learn how to be a person, how to build yourself back up without your sport. And I think that's a really strengthening exercise, and that's given me the tools that I need to be successful now that I actually am healthy enough to train continuously. There's a lot of seniors on our team this year, which means this is kind of a celebration year. We've already accomplished a lot of the goals that we set out to do my freshman year, and some of those goals were to, be just a contender in the ODAC, and I think we really have accomplished that. We've gotten our name out there, and it's been great. And this year, we don't have a ton of underclassmen, but our senior class is really strong, and we've been having a lot of fun. This year we have a new coach, which was a little nerve-wracking to make that transition at first, but he's been amazing, and we're using everything that Coach Luke has built up to just really celebrate with Coach Brian in this last year of our class. I've never really been satisfied just pursuing one thing at once, and so I'm really grateful that I've had 4 years to just really focus on improving myself both academically and physically as an athlete and a student. EMU is a great place to do that. I've just really enjoyed the small class size, having a chance to talk to my professors at a really personal level and have them understand how important the track aspect is to me too. And having my coaches understand too that we're students first before we are athletes. Most of us aren't going to go on to be professional runners as much as we all like to be, but our careers are going to take us through the rest of our lives, and so that's what we really have to focus on. When I was a student at Bluffton High School in Ohio, we were able to take post-secondary enrollment option classes, which means that we'd make the short walk down to Bluffton University, which is another Mennonite school, and take classes there. And I had a professor whose name was Rudy Kaufman, who was extremely instrumental in getting me to consider EMU. He had been a graduate from EMU, and he was talking about how he had had friends who'd graduated from Ivy League colleges, and they hadn't received the same kind of well-rounded education that he had at EMU. EMU's cross-cultural program, their constant focus on sustainability and just the holistic education of you as a person made a huge difference in his life, and I looked up to him a lot, and so I trusted his judgment. And now that I'm a senior, I realized that everything that I was hoping for has happened at EMU. There are so many opportunities to improve yourself as a person and to just experience a larger world that you might not get if you were just being an athlete at a Division I college. So choosing Division III has been an amazing choice for me. Mostly I think because of just the quality of interaction that you have with the people around you and the amount of mentors that you have in the adults who are a big part of my life here at EMU. I think if I had chosen to go to a Division I college, I wouldn't have been able to have the personalized attention, and some of the times when I got hurt, have the people just stick with me like they did at EMU. And I think that's extremely important for any athlete, regardless of your level of competition, to feel like people believe in you and care about you as a person, even when you're not performing like you should be. Being at EMU has given me all sorts of opportunities to participate in things that I would never have had the chance to at a bigger school, one of which is the Presidential Search Committee. I'm the student representative for the committee that's choosing the next president of EMU, and it's been one of my favorite experiences so far at EMU. I never did any sort of student government or anything like that, but this has really shown me that committee work is something that I thrive in, and it's really brought out some of my strengths that I wouldn't have seen otherwise. And so I'm grateful for those kind of opportunities at EMU. So I'm a biology major here, but my real interest is in human anatomy and physiology. So I'm looking at exercise physiology programs as well as public health programs for graduate school. My dream for graduate school would be the University of Pennsylvania in Philadelphia. I've gotten some offers from a couple different track clubs. One of the ones I'm looking at seriously is in Atlanta, and I'm really looking for an opportunity to simultaneously do service work and semi-professional running. And so that's actually looking like it might work, so I'm really excited about that in my future. I'm not at all ready to be done running. I love this sport, but I also want to take it to the next level. So last spring I started a track club for kids, and that was an amazing opportunity. Me and a couple teammates held bi-weekly meetings for 9 to 11-year-olds to run. And that's showed me that coaching is really something that I'm interested in getting involved with once I've taken my own legs as far as they'll carry me. That's just a really rewarding thing, to be able to share all the great things that you've learned with the younger generation. And then secondly, I feel like a lot of people have given me a lot of time and resources, and I just really want to give back after that. I feel really lucky, really blessed that I've had these opportunities, and I'm hoping to kind of pay it forward.